What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade basketball analysis coming to y'all with that Toronto Raptor coverage as they was able to retain Fred VanVleet, but they also will bring back Chris Boucher with a 2-year, $13.5 million deal. Not only that, they will bring in a new center. Aron Banynes agrees to a 2-year, $14.3 million deal, which to me, if I had to be honest to the Raptor fans, is excellent. I'd rather have Serge Ibaka than Aron Baynes, but that's why you're paying less money, and that's what you're going to get a less, most of the time, a worse player. I like Aron Baynes. He really showed out as a Sun, showing that he can be a solid defender, a great floor spacer. Hopefully that continues because they're going to need that with their versatility and their different schemes and lineups that they like to throw out there defensively. Chris Boucher was a person that I always liked. They didn't really overpay for him because he is a young prospect that has got a significant amount of minutes, and they're going to need those type of guys in the future, especially because the Raptors are one of the better teams. There was a second seed in the Eastern Conference, and if you're not going to get a high draft pick or you're not going to be bad enough to get a lottery pick, you have to find a way to retain your talent and sign them up and try to develop them so they can become role players. I don't see Chris Boucher being anything more than that. And they didn't commit a lot of money long term to Aron Baynes, and they get to try him out. If it works, you can bring him back. If it don't work, you can let him go because you only got him 2 years. And the fact that you're not paying him a significant amount of money over those 2 years, you'll live with it. So to me, I like what the Raptors did. I like what they've been doing. And they've been taking some flyers and some gambles on certain players, signing them to 1, 2 year deals, having the option to keep them or having the option to let them go. But it's trial and error. A lot of times you have to figure out who works and what works, and you don't know that until they come into your organization. You don't know that until they become part of your team, and you don't really know. Some players get hot, some players get cold, and even like Aron Baynes, you get hit with some injury, so your value get decreased, and that do take part of how much you get paid. But he is a solid guy. He can set good screens too. He can post up from time to time depending on the matchup because people like to switch, so he can exploit that. Chris Boucher is just a solid player. I don't really have too much high praise for him, but like I said, you rather keep him than lose him for nothing or try to replace him when he does actually have some upside. He knows the system, he knows his game, and they already know how to utilize him because he's been around already. So to me, the Raptors did the right thing. You lost a couple key pieces, which you knew you was because no way you was going to bring back the same roster. And even if you did, it didn't work because you got put out in the second round. So there's no reason to stay loyal to something that's not proven to win. And you have to take gambles, you have to take chances. And I feel like Usai has been doing that. And a lot of the time, you have to be willing to take that risk. And I feel like getting Aron Baynes off the season that he had, that's a pretty solid player, even a significant player. This could be a 6, 7 man. This can be a starter if somebody gets in foul trouble or somebody gets injured. He can come in and you have a respectable player. And that's a lot of the time hard to do when you're this late in free agency where all the big guys are almost gone and all the starter quality players should be gone too. And you still get one with Aron Baynes. And Chris Boucher, I was a little surprised he didn't try to, go to a different team as I don't really see him having a significant major role on this team because their starting lineup is basically set and their rotation players are basically set, but they still paid him good enough because you are Toronto. Players do want to, entertain more minutes, more opportunity for their own reasons, and it's not wrong. We all do it. You got to do what's best for you at the end of the day, and retaining Chris Boucher is a good idea. He's a good player, so I don't really have a problem with nothing they did. If anything, I like everything they have done today. So if I'm a Raptor fan, y'all haven't got significantly better. I wouldn't count y'all in as a championship contender, but I do see y'all have enough of some interesting prospects. Y'all do have guys that have gotten better throughout their career. So continue to do that. And adding Chris Boucher and keeping him is one of those players and one of the things you should do. And Aron Baynes, like I said, he's a starting caliber player, and you're not even paying him $10 million per year. and he can also space the floor and do other things on the court. And he's a team player, and he's unselfish, and he fits what you would need him to do if you're trying to replace guys like Marc Gasol and Serge Ibaka, who you lost in free agency. So I'm liking it. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description comment section below. You can buy merchandise just like this on my Facebook page and also on Spreadshirt. That will also be in the description comment section below. Change the color of the shirt, change the color of the logo, change how you want it to be, and I can get it custom made for you and shipped out if you want to support the channel that way. You can also buy hats. You can also buy other merchandise that I have available on my Spreadshirt, and it's only on there. And some of this stuff is only on the Facebook page, so keep that in mind. Also, if you're new to the channel, I make breakdowns just like this, but also with actual footage of players, legends, rookies, and even summer league coverage, draft coverage, top 10 list, free agency, playoff predictions, and also discussions just like this. Also, liking and sharing is a way to help this channel out. The more you like, the more you share, the more people I can reach, the more people can see, and that's a good way to keep this channel growing and improving. As I'm the only main contributor on this channel, that's a good way to support it if you don't want to buy any merchandise, and I appreciate it either way. Not only that, comment. Let me know if you're happy about this deal, you're disappointed, you wish you would have got more, whatever you feel, I'm here for you. As I read every single comment that you guys post, and at the end of the day, I enjoy what you guys have to say, even if I don't seem like I comment that much. Other than that, I'll be back with more news.